Did I get one in the first episode for the bank?
I don't remember.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah, you did. I did. Yeah.
You got an extra 20 for not the bank. It was the
wishing well.
The wishing well.
Oh, you're right.
Because you got it situated right close to the...
That's right.
Yep.
All right.
It's probably still collecting to this day.
That's right.
Nice wet top.
Slowly making them all the money. But we still don't know if it comes over there wet or not.
That's for you to decide.
We'll figure that out.
We'll find that out when we meet him again.
And them in their mansions.
Send us 1,000 wet copper.
But thank you for all the platinum.
I was going to say, you made up for it with 2,000.
I thought it was 20,000 platinum.
It was. I'll have to go back and listen, but it was a. It was.
Is 10 gold, 1 platinum then?
I think it was
a lot.
I think it was 20,000 or 2,000 platinum, which turns into 20,000 gold.
Okay.
That's
I don't.
Either way,
we will listen to that. I need to add that to my notes to see how much you have given them over time.
oh gosh,
That was successful.
He singly funded their campaign.
Yeah.
all right.
Speaking about funding our campaign.
We had something that would be the perfect.
That was a great natural plug. Go with it.
The entrepreneur says yes.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
So, all right. So you finished eating your pie,
And then I probably fall asleep right at the table.
okay. About an hour later, Faye comes over, removes your plate, and nudges you. Hey, might want to head up to bed now.
She puts a napkin over it.
That'd be pretty wise. Yeah.
Glad you enjoyed the pie.
Maybe a little too much.
And as you are heading up the stairs, you see Claude is still sitting at the bar, and he's talking with Faye. So, as you leave,
Can I listen in and see if I...
you can attempt. Roll perception.
That'd be a 22.
Okay. So what I'm hoping is that eventually, I'm going to be able to get enough money together that I'll be able to start several caravans.
She did it.
To where I won't necessarily have to be involved with the caravan itself, but the caravan is going to, run on its own. I would love to even work with some of the dwarves to get some steam engines kind of going to where we can push on throughout the night even. So those are just some of the ideas that I'm kind of having. Thank you so much for asking. I really appreciate it. Not many people actually want to hear what I have to say. This town is very different from some of the people I've met before.
He's having such a nice time.
He's missing a trick if he doesn't paint them yellow with black and white squares on the side.
So, and then he briefly talks about how he thinks it would be interesting to keep caravans from getting hit by bandits by doing an illusion spell over the actual cart and making it appear empty even though it's full. So, and that's about the last that you hear as you're slowly walking upstairs.
Yeah. Okay.
To the point where you're having to use your tail to help you up.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm crawling on all 5.
Anything anyone else would like to do?
I'm just gonna practice the block that I missed earlier with Erin. Just kind of go over it a couple times. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
No, I think when we go back upstairs, I think it's nighttime. It's like...
Yeah, by now it's pretty close to bedtime.
So I'll go up and pray before I go to bed.
Okay. Alright. And then you guys sleep. Anasha is first to wake, as she normally is.
Mm-hmm.
She gets up and practices her forms a little, taking her time, but still being very disciplined in the form itself. But
That's the idea.
would you like to read your letter?
Oh, sure. Is there more that you didn't print out?
Oh, the letter itself, yeah. I figure this is something that you would share
Oh, sure.
with the audience.
I I think you read it in the first one.
I did not.
Oh, you did?
So you browsed it in the first one. You caught glimpses of what it said, but it did not say everything.
You're so right. I looked at the beginning and the end, and I didn't see any of the middle.
So you
Right.
browsed it here. What do you
Man,
know?
What do you know? That's exactly what I would do. All right. I've been wanting to read this for a while, but I was saving it for a bit. This is from my brother. It says, Anasha, I wanted to thank you for all of the fun we had growing up. Taking me on all the adventures, even if I ended up getting hurt sometimes. But some of those scars tell the best stories. Remember when we snuck outside of the city and were chased by a swarm of bees? Yeah, we ran and ran until we jumped into bay, which ended up covering us in seaweed. I've missed making those memories with you. We can't be children forever, and we're growing up. I know that you've always felt like there's more out there for you. But as you travel, remember me. I will become one of the best horse trainers, so when you come back, I'll be able to give you the most well-trained adventuring horse there is. Yeah. I know you don't trust horses, but this one will be your faithful companion. As we've grown apart, and will probably continue growing apart, just know that I love you, and please don't forget me. Love, Tareem. He's a great guy. I'm a little jealous of him sometimes, but that's because he's so stinking cool.
And I started cheering up there. I wrote those words.
Must be what God feels when he looks at us. Those kids.
So.
Yeah. I'll fold it, and I think I won't practice anymore. I'm just gonna sit.
Okay.
Meditate, I think, is what.
Yeah.
There we go.
Right, meditate, but more on that than
There you go.
anything else. Yeah.
Alright, so it's slowly getting morning. You start to hear some people bustling out in the outside, and you all have your own rooms now, so what would you like to do?
We'll go downstairs and see what's for breakfast.
It appears that you have bacon and eggs today.
Ooh.
And
Protein on protein.
there's also, you smell it, but it doesn't appear to be done yet, but a maple sausage.
Wonder those traveling sausages
Oh,
she's
yeah.
working up for us when we take another adventure. Probably not.
I don't know if there's gonna be much traveling with them. I'm not gonna just eat them all.
Yeah.
So, Claude is already downstairs, and he is eating breakfast at one of the tables. So,
Are we the only ones in the inn?
yeah, there's again, people use this as kind of like a meal whenever they don't feel like cooking at home. But yeah, for the most part, there's not a lot of travelers that come here specifically, which is why you don't see a lot of stores. You have the general store, and that's pretty much it. So,
Is Faye at the table?
Cammy is working this
Cammy.
morning. Yeah.
So I asked her, hey Cammy, any bloodsuckers last night while we were sleeping? Any word of that?
I haven't heard of anything yet today.
Okay.
No one has stopped by,
Oh, well, glad to hear it.
so hopefully you got them all.
We shall see, and if not, we'll go out again.
You did destroy the nest, right?
We did not see a nest when we were out there.
Okay.
That's why we were wondering to see if they perhaps came back or if they're retreated for the night.
I guess I'd be
Otherwise-
more worried about their young than anything. So
Why is that?
the young don't really go far from the nest at first. So if there's any yet to be born or just recently born, they would stay closer to the nest and feed on smaller vermin.
Right.
And she seems to be much more studied on animal behavior than
Yeah.
most of the other people we've interacted with.
Yeah. Well, that's really good information. Thank you.
Absolutely. So
I just continue eating bacon and eggs.
okay.
She need any help cooking?
No,
No, she's good.
we're doing fine. She's got some helping hands that do all the cooking stuff for
Oh,
her.
nice. I thought it was just her.
No,
All the time.
they run the front and they manage the business, but yeah, they have people that
I thought
cook
that.
for them. We haven't really seen them, but yeah.
Okay. As I'm going up to get my bacon and eggs, I ask her, so what's the story with the animals on the bar?
Those are my kills. Any mythical beast that I've come across, those are the ones that I have personally helped to bring down.
I know there's some that aren't marked.
Those are the ones that are yet to happen that I almost like a goal of mine.
So mythical beasts, you say?
Did I give you the extra ones?
No.
So you have the rare creatures without skulls appear to be, and actually, Roll nature.
Everyone?
Yeah, anyone that's kind of involved.
I rolled a 9.
8.
Okay. So, you have what appears to be a bunyip.
All right.
And some of you are like, I don't know what that is. And that's okay. If you don't know, you don't know. A basilisk.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, that.
Thank you, Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Yep. A werebear. A giant frilled lizard, which makes you a little nervous.
Hmm.
Because that's kind of what you are,
I
except
know.
not an animal.
Yeah.
Yeah. What appears to be a giant tarantula and a sea serpent.
I like that.
I lost my bear. Where bear?
It sounds very soft. Like it sounds like a.
Oh, I don't want to cuddle you. That's for
I know.
sure.
It's not the soft spray. You gotta worry about it.
It'll give you a face cuddle.
It's
Yeah.
the pokey bits.
All
you
the
gotta
sharp
watch out
bits.
for.
Gotta watch out for those.
I dare you to hug it if you ever see it.
Nothing will scare me. I will do that in a second. Do more than hug it.
So I'm gonna walk up to Faye
Okay.
and I'm gonna ask Miss. I still don't have a nickname for her. I need a nickname.
I don't know. Faye seems to be going fine. She could
It's
be the
also
one that you
really,
get right.
Actually, it's also
That's
really
fair.
it's easy.
one.
So it'd be harder to make something. So like you said, it's just a noise to
Yeah.
use. So
All right. Hey Faye. Good morning.
Also, bunyip.
Oh. That
Oh, that is not what I imagined it
No.
to
It's
look
like a
like.
dog with a
I
cone for
I
its... yeah.
imagined a bunyip to be more like a bunny.
You
Nope.
do.
No, not. Which is why I brought this one up specifically,
Yeah.
because it is not what you thought it was.
Yeah. There you go.
It has such a nice sounding name.
It's basically a xenomorph dog.
Yeah. That's a good way to put it.
Okay.
Yep.
Fair enough. I'll go with Faye because Faye, I gotta ask you a question. Do you have the recipe for that blueberry pie?
Also, Faye isn't here, so.
She's not?
Sorry, it's Cammy that's here.
I thought Cammy and Faye were working different.
Cammy's
Cammy.
working it. Faye's
Okay.
got the morning off.
So guys back just turns.
there you go. now you have the nickname for
So
it.
you call Cammy Faye.
Yeah, that's what happened. I confused
That's actually
That
even
would
better.
be.
It's even better. And then it actually happened too. So.
I don't personally have the recipe, no. The recipe is something we use in the back.
Is it something I could get from you? I really liked that pie. Think you could write it down for me?
I would prefer that you make a persuasion check.
That's
That'd be diplomacy.
Diplomacy, yeah.
I was gonna say.
Okay, that's a 25.
Oh, it's not.
Yeah.
I forgot the conversation.
If you like it so much, I can find a way to... Yeah, we'll write it down for you. And I'll have it here for you this evening.
That would be most wonderful.
Yeah,
I would really
I'll talk with the
appreciate
chef. She'll come in a little later to work on the pies.
That'd be fantastic.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. I'm happy that you like it.
I am too.
Don't tell me the goblin's gonna become the party cook.
Yeah.
See, he just never had the taste of the finer foods, and he's developing it now.
Okay.
Pretty easy to develop.
I have a thought about this. We can talk about it in the after show.
Okay.
Just remind me.
I'm going to write that down.
Here's the reason why. The only good roles I've had in this campaign so far have had to deal with this blueberry pie. So
For a second, I just thought you were still sticking with food, like good rolls. I was
No.
confused. I was like, I didn't think we got rolls. It was a biscuit yesterday.
and I profusely thank her and I go eating bacon and eggs.
Okay. All right. So what would you guys like to do now? Cammy reminds you, be back here around noon. That's where we'll be setting off. Make sure to bring supplies to camp with. We will be staying the night outside.
All right. That being said, then I'm gonna go over and.
You'll spend your morning at.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna make my way over there and go. Hey, man, look. Sorry, I can't. I got this other thing I got to do. Can I reschedule this train? Because he was expecting me in the afternoon, right?
He's expecting you in the morning.
No, I keep forgetting that. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Trouble with time.
You were always dragged to be where you needed to be before this, right?
Yeah.
That's true.
Your schedule's already pre-made for
Yeah,
you.
so there you go.
You're getting used to scheduling your own life.
It's not a thing I'm used to.
So yes, he's expecting you this morning.
Okay, cool. Then I'll go right over there.
Okay. So he heads out, and
There was nothing else we were supposed to do this morning, right?
you guys are free for the morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I might actually go with Cypher because I heard there was. I could get my sword sharpened, perchance this morning.
Yeah, it's something that he will take care of over the next couple days.
But it's not necessarily.
And it's not going to do anything special. It's just making sure that all of the weapons are in good working order. So it's not something that you necessarily
It's not
have to do.
Okay.
It's not going to give you any
It's
bonuses.
not going to give you a plus
Sharpness.
one. Or,
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well, if we're going to be spending the day outside, then probably want to go and get some camping supplies and stuff from the general store.
and most of you should have the general pack type stuff.
Just
Yeah.
not
Like
us.
So like the tent.
Well, the tent we should have ordered then, but we didn't know. Huh?
we still got yeah.
A day and a half.
You got half a
We
day.
got time
Half a day.
until we leave
Wow,
for
time
the
goes-
bandits.
I have a bedroll.
Yeah, that just means you have got a
Yeah.
comfortable place to sleep outdoors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tent's not necessarily necessary unless
Exactly.
you're in foul
So.
weather.
All right, so we'll continue with Cypher for now. So Cypher, you make your way across the area there and head over to the heated anvil. Rockhatton greets you. Good morning. I see that you've gotten here bright and early. I appreciate the timeliness.
Well, truth be told, I've been kind of looking forward to this.
Wonderful. So, how would you like to get started? Would you like to build me something that you already know, or would you like to learn something?
I'd like to learn something.
Okay. I see that you carry a rapier, and that appears to be a knife on your belt. Any other weapons that you have of choice?
Of choice, for ranged, I prefer a hand crossbow, or at least I think I would prefer one. I've never really used one. It's all been simple stuff. But from the research I've done, that seems like something that would really suit what I want to be able to do. But I know it seems cowardly, but I'm tiny, so if I can attack from behind or the shadows, then that makes the best use of what I can do. So I figure a hand crossbow is the best way to do that because I'm not exactly a strong person.
Okay. Well, we can get started on a hand crossbow if you'd like. That is going to take a couple days, mainly because it takes some time to bend the wood into a mold to allow it to hold up before it gets stressed by some of the mechanisms.
That makes sense, and I've got my pad out or my book out, taking notes, like just really wanting to absorb as much of this, like just almost irritatingly like head of the class student kind of thing, because I've never had any true formal training, so I am just super excited about this.
Okay, so he pulls out a couple different molds that he would use for some of the gears in the mechanism. It does have a small crank that allows you to pull it back
Right.
a little faster than just having to do a strength check every time.
Which would be
Which
preferable for me,
is one of the reasons that there's a couple different designs. This is the one that he's showing you now. And he starts to mention there are different ways that we can actually make this to where you have several bolts in it and it cycles through.
Okay, cool.
And he talks to you a little bit about that, but not enough that you can create that yourself yet.
Well, no, but
But
still,
he's
it's
just
getting the
as
basics.
he's showing you some of the different ways to fit stuff together. He go ahead and roll a crafting check.
24.
24.
Natural 19.
Okay, so you pick up the molds, and as you're hammering out a couple of the different gears and stuff, it worked very well. And that's going to cut your time down by a day because you
nice.
you made the gears almost perfect, and you realize that it could have been you, but you were also using his hammer,
Right.
and both the hammer and the blacksmith anvil are enchanted. to where it keeps the heat going.
So it makes it easier.
So it makes it a little easier. So yeah, it might have been you. It could have been first time luck, or it could be a little bit of what you're working
Could I
with.
make a suggestion to him about the ratcheting system, how to make it operate quieter? Is that a thing that I would have noticed? Because I figure for that,
you haven't
you
haven't quite gotten to the ratcheting part yet.
Okay.
But that is something that we'll go over whenever it gets there. But
I figure anything you can do to make it operate quieter is probably good.
Yep. So yeah, you've worked your way out. You've got the at least bare equipment to start putting together, and as it gets closer to noon, you've at least got the bowed wood where he's done several different layers of wood.
Right.
One a little harder, and then one at the very outer edge that's a little more pliable and flexible to give it that extra punching power. So that's been put into a, I guess, what would that be called?
Basically a stretcher. Or
Yeah, into something that's going to hold it in place until
Right.
some of the water and stuff comes out. So, and then he sets that up to start drying it above the forge area.
Oh, cool.
So
Makes sense.
that'll get a little faster, but not so fast that it becomes
That splits.
splits. Yep. So, fantastic first day. I really appreciate how attentive you are. My boys could use a little more of that. And you see them over there, they're working, but they were not working nearly as hard as you were.
Well, you know, what is it? Familiarity breeds contempt. This is all new. This is a thing that I've kind of set my sights on. So I greatly appreciate you working with me.
So, but yeah, that's pretty much how you spend most of your morning.
Cool.
And as for you three, what would you like to do? You just finished breakfast.
I don't know if we have enough time, but we can go.
I still think we should. I'm going to go to the general store to see about supplies or whatever.
I'd like to go with.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so you head over to the general store.
Were you going to say something about the blood seekers?
Yeah, I was gonna say, but I know we don't have time yet. But
You got 4 hours. You got plenty of time to make it out there again.
We just gotta be careful than last time. We walked straight into a lake and got
We're
swarmed.
also a person down
We
if we
are
were
a
to
person
do
down.
that.
Yeah.
So Ari is there once again, working the front of the shop. Welcome back.
How you doing, miss? We're gonna be going out and camping tonight. So, just curious what kind of camping supplies you might be able to supply us with. Do you know?
There we go. Had to find my supplies table. Well, are you looking for bedrolls, a pack, or something like that?
I know you said it'll take some time for a tent. How much? What about for a goblin-sized tent?
For a goblin-sized tent, I can get you a tarp and some rope if you'd like.
I've got some rope. A tarp? Sure.
And it seems to be like a almost like a leatherish material, but it does appear to have some sort of waterproofing to it. Not so much that you are really going to be able to test it without actually having a bunch of water, but that's going to cost you 2 copper.
How big is it
Okay.
exactly, like dimension-wise?
It's made for his size. Yeah, it looks like something that you might put over a pony or something like that if you're trying to keep it dry.
So like Emperor's New Groove, what Kronk had over his knees.
Yeah. Otherwise, if you're looking for a pup tent that'll hold up to 2 people, I do have one of those with me now. Otherwise, we could have a 4-person tent build, but that's going to take a day or 2 for someone to be able to put together those materials. And then if you're looking for more of a pavilion tent, which, I mean, that's kind of huge, but we could still build it if you're willing to pay for it. And that will hold you and plenty of others.
A question for you. You don't happen to know if there's anything we should be aware of? We're going north, right? Isn't that where we're headed north into the forest? Is that what they said?
I don't remember.
I wasn't paying the best attention. But, like, I don't know, would mosquito netting be helpful? I don't know how much you know about the region, but I'm just
I don't know if
curious.
you've heard, but there are bloodseekers in the area.
Yeah, I did hear that. I just doubt mosquito netting.
We experienced them firsthand.
He got a cool hole in his arm.
I mean, yeah, there's some wild animals about, boars. If you're getting closer to the mountains, there's some mountain lion type cats. The occasional bears, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, most of those are going to stay away from you unless you smell like food, so. Or look like food. She glanced at you for a second and kind of looked away.
I get the hint.
But as far as bugs go, I mean, yeah, you can come across bees or mosquitoes, but I mean, those are in the woods almost everywhere, so.
Well,
Is Cammy getting any? Oh, there was someone else getting supplies with as well, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So we're not going to be like totally helpless as
No.
a party. Okay.
I'm good. I've got top. That's all I need.
I'm good as well. I don't think I need it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Whatever suits you fancy.
So, as you are getting ready to leave, Sanja walks up to you. So I'll be seeing you at noon then.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's correct.
for a second you're like, wait, I thought Sanja's going too? She's the druid. But okay, cool.
You gonna join us?
Absolutely. I will be teaching you more of the survival type skills.
Okay.
That would be nice.
I think we could
What
use
with
those.
boars and bloodseekers and bears and
Yes.
oh my.
All those terrible bees.
They're all friendly if you know how to talk to them.
I'd like
I'll believe it when I see
Maybe not the bloodseekers.
Yeah.
They're really out for blood.
They didn't seem very talkative. I tried. Hey. Oops.
Sonja, do you think the bloodseekers here will be a problem when we're all gone?
If you took care of the nest, it shouldn't be much of a problem at all.
See, we don't think we did.
Should we go take care of the nest right now?
Would
I feel like we're
you? Well, you
getting
can't.
there.
I don't know.
I mean, I could probably send a couple farmhands out to look for it if you guys didn't take care of it.
I'm all
They should
I'm
be
not
fine.
for it. I mean, I'm with you.
I mean-
Without Cypher, we kind of died almost last time.
But now we know what we're up against.
We won't go walking towards water.
And the boar did give us a lot of trouble.
You wouldn't want to come. You probably have. She has things to do. I'm sure.
I mean, I'm preparing for this afternoon, but if you need someone to walk out there with you, I'd be happy to.
That's what my dad said to me when I was scared to go outside during the thunderstorm.
Fun fact.
I don't know what you think.
Can we take Clog with us? I feel safer with him around.
Me too.
You'd have to find him, but
Yeah.
Do we honestly have time to do this?
yeah, you do.
Okay. I think we should probably do it then.
I guess so.
I mean, I've been getting bored around here, so I'm
Sondra,
ready for
can
a
you tell us
fight.
anything about how to find? Like, what does a den look like? Like, is there a sign? Not a sign, but you know how.
There's a sign. Neon this way. They paint it in blood. And it says "Here be seekers."
Instead of eat at Joe's, it's just eat Joe's.
That's right.
Oh my
And
god!
then, like you know how a beehive looks like a beehive.
It says blood in that at the entrance. Yeah.
We're the seekers at that point. Okay. Oh dear. Yeah, not that kind of sign.
Oh my goodness.
Usually it would be a tangled mass of twigs or sticks that they would kind of use as shelter.
Okay, but you didn't see that last
So
time.
like any other animal, basically.
It would be close to water because that's where they lay their eggs.
Okay, that's fair.
But
they were around
wouldn't
water.
the thicket?
You guys did not search the area for
Not really.
anything.
No,
you,
we got out.
You got
No,
hurt and you left.
Because
You grabbed some
half
bug
of
legs
us were
and
down.
out you
But
went.
that thicket by the fence, doesn't that sort of fit that description?
We threw you over it, right?
Yeah.
That would have been
And it is
so
near- it
bad.
was
They also went past the thicket, so